And
What is up? What's going on?
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another one of these wonderful Knicks Corners with your main man, Coach Bob.
And Danny B. I was trying to jump you and get that in, man, all week long. I was like, I'm gonna hit Coach with the "It's your main man, Danny B," and I couldn't find the spot, bro. I'm gonna get you, though. I'm gonna get you.
I can't wait. That's gonna be all right. That's gonna be all right. I like that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in. We got Anthony MSG. See, he threw me off because in the background he's got his last name, and I'm used to Anthony MSG. So I'm very excited. Danny once again got the great guest coming on to talk about the most wonderful team in the most wonderful league. So let's go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back. Yo, I want to bring Anthony on real quick, and then I just want to quickly segue something, and then we're going to dive right in, I promise, ladies and gentlemen.
Roll it.
Big Daddy Doggy in the building. What's happening?
What up, bro?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm doing good.
Hey, real well.
Where you at, bro?
I am at Rucker Park for the grand opening of the brand new court that the National Basketball Players Association has done. And the ceremony starts in about an hour. It's going to be some awesome special guests here. Julius Irving, Chuck D. I believe Fat Joe's going to be in the house. So it's going to be an awesome ceremony.
Wow.
That's what's up, man. That is what's up. That's the
and
place.
Of course, you're a part of it because you are the man of the people, my brother.
No, just what I try to be, man. A man of the people, man of the city, man of the state, man of the country, man of the world. You know, whatever.
Yes, sir. International Knicks player Anthony MSG.
NYK ambassador right there, man.
Bang, bang.
Yes, sir.
So, Coach, what did you want? I know you said you had something planned, man. What do you got for us?
Yeah, you know what? Just for the love. Big shouts to Mad Brick and Spacely Media for those great images. I just saw them online and something just, a Nick vibe just got to me. So I just wanted to put that together real quick for the people.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. If you guys aren't watching and just listening through the streams, you can definitely go check that out on YouTube. A quick little video that Coach put together. Some dope graphics that Mad Brick and Spacely Media put out in the last week or so. So I like that, man. A little montage.
Yeah. I mean, they did hard work, so the people got to see it, man.
Hell yeah. So these Knicks, man, a couple things went on this week, right? We had Luka Vildoza getting waived.
Yeah.
We just saw yesterday, I think the day before actually, Tyler Hall got signed from the Westchester Knicks.
Yes, he did.
Brought up another guard just to replace him. You know, obviously, if Vildoza is not able to be playing, you want to have somebody who actually can contribute physically. So obviously, that was probably the move right there. And then we got the news yesterday that Randall's not making the trip to Washington for the preseason game tonight against the Wizards due to his wife expecting, obviously, in the next couple of days. So
yeah, exciting times.
Yeah, definitely real cool. And then I just saw this morning that Nerlens Noel is also listed as questionable for tonight's game. I think it was a strained knee. So we'll see. Either way, I'm cool seeing Sims and Gibson.
Sims, yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool.
So what do you think about all this, Anthony?
I think it's just typical preseason stuff. Obviously,
Right.
Julius Randle's wife Kendra is probably going to be giving birth in a few days, so you didn't expect to see Randle. I'm sure if it was the regular season, Nerlens Noel would be playing. So for all the people that say that Tom Thibodeau doesn't rest anybody, that's just not true. Because if it was regular season, Nerlens Noel I think would definitely be playing. The Knicks look really good on Tuesday night at Madison Square Garden. Of course, as I always say about the preseason, never want to get too high, never want to get too low. But when you've been through 20 years of hell, like a lot of us Knicks fans have, it's totally understandable why if you watch this basketball team Tuesday night at Madison Square Garden with the way they played, the additions they made, bringing in Kemba, Evan Fournier, and the team just looking so good, it's totally natural to be pretty high after Tuesday night's first preseason demolishing of the hated Indiana Pacers.
Let's go. I saw the video you put up on Instagram, man. I was high as hell after that game. I know, you know what I'm saying? How can you not be? The space.
No, definitely. Like I said, when you've been through what we've been through, there's no getting around the fact it's been a rough 20 years. Obviously, even in the 90s, it was a lot of heartbreak as well, but at least we always had a chance. The last 20 years has been, so dreadful at times, so sad at times, so many years where it was Thanksgiving and the season was over. So to have this excitement going into the 75th anniversary season of the NBA and also of the New York Knickerbockers is absolutely incredible. And when the Knicks matter in this town, there's nothing like it. We love our Giants, Jets, Yankees, Mets, Rangers, Islanders, Devils. But when the New York Knicks matter, I mean, there's nothing like it in this town at all. And you really feel it. Like when I'm walking around now wearing Knicks stuff the last few months, people always say something to you. So it's an incredible feeling. And this team's going to be good. This team's going to be really good. So if you're a Knicks fan, you have to be extremely, and I mean extremely, excited.
Gotta be, man. And we're still so underrated. Still so underrated. You see all these writers putting out, stories talking about the Knicks, coming down to earth, and some even thinking that we're going to regress a little bit. It just blows my mind. You know what I mean? If you actually see what we were working with last season and the upgrades that we made now, it's a no-brainer, really.
Exactly.
It is, especially you're bringing so many guys back from last year's team. Alec Burks, Todd Gibson, Julius Randle, Derrick Rose, all re-signed to come back. And I think that says something about the organization. 6 guys, I believe, signed new contracts for the Knicks this year that were on the team last year. And that wasn't happening over the last 10, 20 years where guys' contracts were up and they came back. It didn't happen that much. So that shows you what the organization is doing, how the organization has changed. The Knicks last year, if they played 82 games, probably would have won 45, 48 games. And then you add Kemba Walker, who's still very good. You add Evan Fournier. You have Derrick Rose coming back. And I think you're going to see Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker split that time with that point guard position. Will we see them play together sometimes? Maybe. I think it's definitely a possibility. I don't see it happening that often, but we will see if they do. I'm all for it. I have no problem with that. And I just think it's going to take so much pressure off Julius Randle. Because last year, as great as Julius was, he had to carry the load so much. It almost felt like at times last year, Julius was playing 11 positions on the court at the same time. He was playing point guard, shooting guard, small forward, center, water boy. Like he was doing it all. So I believe Julius Randle he's going to be more effective this year because of adding those offensive weapons like Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker are so important where it's going to give Julius Randle a chance to get lost in the offense where every play isn't about what is Julius going to do. And if Julius Randle is getting lost in the offense, he's able to actually do more and be more effective. And everybody that talks about Reggie Bullock's defense, and I love Reggie Bullock. I love what he gave us. I love the wide open threes he gave us. I love the 3 he hit versus the New Orleans Pelicans on that Sunday afternoon that gave us, I believe, 5 or 6 wins in a row. The Tibbs defensive scheme is a team defense. Yes. So as long as you're willing to work hard, it's a system. So losing Reggie Bullock won't be as bad as people want to think.
And we saw that in the preseason game because Tibbs played that preseason game like it was a regular season game for like 3 quarters.
And as he should. And that's what they should do.
Yeah.
And the team looks great. They look great. And it's very exciting. We're back in DC tonight playing against a scrappy Wizards team. They're a team with some interesting pieces. But, yeah, you got to be excited. Obviously, you can't judge preseason by wins and losses. You just want to see the guys play hard, put together, play inspired, play for each other, play unselfish, play great defense, rebound, do all those little things. That's what the New York Knicks are going to be known for again. That's what the Knicks were known for back in the 90s. It wasn't just winning. It was we played defense, we played tough, we played hard, we did the little things to win. And that's one reason why this city, this fan base around the world fell in love with this New York Knicks team last year. It wasn't just because they were winning and they were a 4 seed and we were back in the playoffs. It was the way we played that inspired, that is the correlation of what New Yorkers are. And that's why this town loved this team so much last year and why we will love this team so much this year.
And isn't it ironic that Tibbs was a part of those 90s teams where the defense was the key and teamwork and all of that. And now here he is still bringing that to the forefront, and it's still Knicks chemistry. That's what we are. We are defense and toughness.
I love it, man.
Exactly. And that's why I was so excited we hired Tom Thibodeau.
So was I.
Over the last 20 years, we obviously the Knicks have hired about 17,000 coaches. So I'm not going to lie. It's been tough to get excited about. It's been tough to get excited about hiring another coach. And I said before we hired Tom Thibodeau, there's only 2 coaches that could potentially get me excited. And that's bringing back Jeff Van Gundy or bringing in Tom Thibodeau. And sure enough, Leon Rose went into his bag, gave Tibbs a call, and signed Tom Thibodeau. And for me, that was very exciting because I grew up on those 90s teams. Jeff Van Gundy is one of my heroes. I've had Jeff Van Gundy on my shows many times over the years. So Tom Thibodeau is kind of like a Jeff Van Gundy clone. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah.
So it's from a fan standpoint, that meant a lot to me to bring in Tom Thibodeau.
Right on. And again, folk, he's old, he doesn't know, he this, that, and this. Stop. What he knows is defense. What he knows is how to build teams. That's his resume. Look what he did with the Bulls. Look what he did in that 1 year that Minnesota actually played well and made.
Yeah, they made the playoffs that year.
Yeah.
Listen, there's always going to be naysayers. There's always going to be people that are going to complain. Listen, I think it could be the second round of the playoffs, right? The Knicks be down 3-2 in Game 6. The Knicks win Game 6, and I truly believe there would be a writer that would ask Tom Thibodeau if somebody's resting Game 7. It's just the narrative people want to run with. It's a little annoying. It's a little tiresome. Like Derrick Rose played 21 minutes the other night. It wasn't like preseason is not about the score. It's about getting some continuity, getting the rust off, even though these guys play all summer. So it's always going to, Derrick Rose had that unfortunate injury in the playoffs in 2012. I don't think that had anything to do with Tibbs wearing him down. It had to do with the fucking freak injury. But people want to blame it on Tibbs. And to me, that's nonsense. And if you look at the Knicks last year, every game he played 10 guys. Some games he even played 11 guys. But most games, Tibbs played a 10-man rotation. And when the Knicks first hired Tibbs, Tibbs naysayers would say, well, he's only going to play 6 guys. He's only going to play 7 guys. Tibbs played 10 guys consistently last season.
He did.
So I don't get it. And then Julius Randle, he played, 35, 40 minutes a game. But Julius Randle's the best player on the team. That's what he's supposed to do.
Thank you.
Get him.
Man. But what you're saying is so true. You know what I mean? And now
I appreciate
it's gone a little bit towards Tibbs isn't playing the young guys. He's only playing the vets. I hear that all the time.
And he played Obi and quickly and RJ all year. Now I don't know if we're gonna see a lot of McBride and Grimes this year. I don't know. Obviously, I hope there's no injuries. So if there's not a lot of injuries, and I hope there aren't, I don't know if we'll see a lot of Grimes and McBride. I think we may see some more of Jericho Sims, especially with Mitchell Robinson being so iffy. But the team is still filled with young guys. You still got R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin. These guys are not exactly, on their way to the nursing home.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I think, and you know what the bottom line is, Tibbs is playing to win. You know what I mean? He's going to play whatever guys.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Right, exactly. So if there was younger guys that can get him to that point, he's going to play them. That's why he's playing those guys.
And Anthony, I know both of y'all have heard this. you've seen this a zillion times. People will literally say, that's Tibbs' problem. He wants to win, so he's only gonna play the vets. Wait.
Right. So we should have hired someone on. So we should have just hired somebody on the corner to coach then. Like,
Right.
I know that. No, I've seen that too. Like, oh my, Tibbs just wants to win so much. Wow, and that's a problem for some.
That's weird. Gonna stifle us.
That's why I take what we did last season as what we needed. We're trying to set a culture. So the whole point of him playing that game is to reset the culture, which we did. So that narrative to me is just lost. It's lost on me. It really is.
And listen, there is no coach in the history of professional sports that doesn't coach to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there's some guys that are a little bit more intense, like a Tom Thibodeau. No getting around that. But you know, we love Tibbs. And listen, Tibbs, everything that I've heard, you know, having a chance to listen to Todd Gibson, Derrick Rose, even chat with some of those guys, Tibbs is a lot different now than he was 11 years ago. Like the way Tibbs gets on, say, Derrick Rose and Todd Gibson in practice is not the same way he's going to get on Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin, and R.J. Barrett. It's just he has learned and grown a lot over, especially his Chicago days, on how to handle players. Because the young guys, they're probably not as, thick-skinned as maybe a Todd Gibson and Derrick Rose or even a Julius Randle.
Right. That's very true. That's very true. And one quote I saw from Quickly the other day that I loved was he was saying every time he goes into the gym, 9, 10 o'clock at night, he looks up, coach is in the office working, lights on.
Of course he is, with a pizza pie and a Diet Coke, probably like Jeff Van Gundy. Of course. That's all Tibbs can. Tibbs is a great guy, but bad. Like a lot of people say basketball is life, but they have other things. With Tom Thibodeau, basketball is life. It's all this man cares about.
Yep. And that's you can't ask for anything more out of your head coach. That's what you want in a head coach right there.
You can't have a half day or give half effort when you know your coach was there since 9 o'clock the night before. You know what I mean? It's like, again, that's the environment. That's the culture. During the pressers during media day, we were hearing how the rookies would come into the gym and they would see Quickly there, they'd see RJ there, and they quickly realize, oh, these dudes show up. Okay, so we show up. It's the culture.
Right, and there was a point on the Knicks, 15 years ago, I'm not going to say exact years, but there was times on the Knicks where it wasn't like that. When practice was over, guys left. When you had to be there at 6 o'clock for game night, players were getting there at 5:59. It's different now. That's not the case. It's a 180 of that.
Right.
What Leon Rose, Tom Thibodeau have done. It's a complete 180.
Exactly. You know what? And on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break on the complete 180, and we'll be right back.
Let's circle back around.
All right.
Let's go.
The Emmanuel Quickly action figure. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We got that new Knicks gear, getting ready for the new season. We got the new Emmanuel Quickly action figure. Bum, bum, bum. Complete with 90-something% free throw accuracy and a nasty floater. Oh, and this Emmanuel Quickly hits the 3 like it's water. Splash. Get it early before the holiday seasons and Christmas and Hanukkahs and things. Go get your Emmanuel Quickly New York Knicks action figure. Get it now. The Emmanuel Quickly action figure.
I love that one, man. I'm telling you, man, you are the commercial guy. You do it better.
You talking to me?
No. Oh. I saw you were busy during it, but we had a little commercial right there, man.
Oh, sorry, me? Oh, it's okay.
See, he's the man of the people, talking to the people.
Rucker Park, man. That's the spot to be at right
there.
That
is, man. That is one of the most epic parks in New York, period.
So, man, I'll tell you, next Friday, Coach, me and you will be at the game. I am ready for that.
Bro, and it's the Wizards. And I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
I am ready, and we're going to do it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, next weekend, the Wizards game. If y'all there, come see us. We're going to be in the building, and I might
Hell
actually have my hair cut.
yeah. Yo, you see the shirt that Ant's wearing right now?
Yo, I'm loving it.
Yeah. So
you
that
style
shirt,
it out, Ant. You style it out, brother.
if
You know.
anybody saw during the warm-ups, I had a little live going. I know, Ant, you were at the game, you saw it also. But they were wearing that logo and that shirt for warm-ups.
Yes.
Dude, that transparent white, I want that so bad. I was like,
Yes,
oh.
that was very nice.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know if they're doing anything in terms of rocking that the whole season or cycling through different logos?
Usually with preseason over the years, they tend to wear T-shirts for warm-ups, and they usually wear the jackets for for the regular season. But we'll see.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been to a game or two. I've seen a thing or two over the years, so
Oh, absolutely.
I know how it goes.
That's why we ask, man.
Right on. The subject matter expert. Come on.
Yeah, those were crazy, man. There's a lot of speculation going on that they might be cycling through different logos that they use throughout the years.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That it's
The 75th anniversary, I have no doubt about that.
Yeah. And speaking of which, that commercial, the NBA lane, that was pretty cool.
Yo, that was beautiful.
Real cool. What was your favorite parts from it?
My favorite part, I mean, probably the Devin Booker Kobe moment. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was
special.
a great way to end the commercial. That was really, really awesome.
That definitely was. I would go with a little bit of a higher, type of feeling. I love that Dwayne Wade, when you pass Dwayne Wade and he's going, "This is my house."
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, I thought that was
Chris
funny.
Paul driving the bus in the first place. Yeah. Yo, that whole commercial was fire, bro. Well done.
Yeah, it definitely was.
It gave you the feels, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to allude to, was the feeling that you get out of that, and it's a lot of the same feelings that I get out of what the Knicks social media guys have been doing the last year and a half, because they've been on fire, man.
I think it's also easier to, but they have been on fire. Oh, there's Dr. J walking by. What's up, Dr. J? Julius Erving walking by right there. Yeah, I see him. The legend, Dr. J.
Wow. Legend.
While the social media team for the Knicks has been on fire and they deserve credit, it's also much easier to do when you're winning.
Oh,
when
you're
when you're 21-70 and you're working for the organization, it's a lot harder to put out fire content. It just is.
Yeah,
so the Knicks have always had great people working in the organization doing that stuff, but you're not going to be able to be as creative when it's December and you're 3-30.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough.
Speaking of which, December this year, what numbers hit your heads?
As far as how many wins?
Yeah.
I can't even think about that right now. I'm just thinking about opening night.
All right.
Oh, I'm just thinking about, listen, it's one game at a time. You know what I'm saying? I just got my tickets yesterday for Chicago, but I'm only thinking about one game at a time. So I'm only thinking about October 20th right now. I can't think about November 23rd versus the Lakers or this game.
No, I feel that.
It's one game. It's October 20th versus Celtics. That's all that matters right now.
So listen, you just mentioned October 20th. Why don't you tell the people what you got going on for the home opener, man?
Yeah, so I'm hosting my annual home opener event where I bring a group of fans to the game. I've been doing it since 2017. And on a home opener, Wednesday, October 20th, I'm bringing a group of 65 Knicks fans to the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody that comes gets a Madison Square Garden subway tile T-shirt, either an orange one or a blue one. We're going to have both. Everybody's going to get pizza from Pizza Supreme before the game. I'm not just saying that because they're my people. My favorite slice in New York City is Pizza Suprema on 31st and 8th. Also, which nobody knows yet, everybody that comes is going to get these orange and blue buttons that say "We Here." I haven't put them on social media yet.
That's what's up, man.
So it's going to be an amazing night, and there may be some other things included. I'm just waiting on the New York Knicks for certain safety protocol information to see what we can do.
Very cool, man. That's what's up.
You know how I roll. I know Danny will be in the house.
That's right. I'm looking forward to that, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'll actually be in the house on the 24th. I'll be at the Orlando Magic.
I'll be there. Hit me up. I'll be there.
I'm bringing young Coach File with me that day, so you get to meet Amir. That's gonna be what's up.
I wish I just got this fresh Yankees kit hat. I wish the Yankees were still playing. But
You
I got you
again,
got
a
wait
big
till you
dog,
see.
bro.
Y'all see the jacket I'm wearing opening night. I don't know what I'm wearing with it just yet. But y'all see the custom jacket I got for opening night?
Yeah, man. That it was orange, right? The orange
Yeah.
jacket. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's
That joint
orange,
is
little blue. I did get the orange and white
Blazer.
dunks the other day, so I may wear them on opening night. We'll see.
That's what's up,
okay.
man.
Okay.
You
That's
know,
what's up.
And there it is. And there
there
it
it
is.
is.
So listen, Anthony, we know you got to
Uh,
jet because we know you got to be a part of this thing that's in your background right now.
Yes, no, I do got to run, guys. It's always a pleasure going on with y'all. Anytime you need me, just hit me up. I got you whenever. So obviously, if I was home, I could do a lot longer, but I got to get to this event. It's going to be a really awesome event, and historic
Enjoy
Rucker
it,
Park,
brother.
and actually, little tease. I can't. There's another big
Oh,
event
come
going
on,
on with the
man.
Knicks next Saturday. It's not public yet. I can't tease it just yet.
All right, all right,
I'm gonna be a part of it though. It's gonna be really awesome. It's gonna be
all right.
next Saturday, and it's gonna be at another historic park. That's all I can say. I
All right, cool.
can't talk about it after that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Right
I
man.
on.
can't talk about it after that. You know.
It need to be Lincoln Park or Ajax Park in Queens. Let's just, ask Ron Artest about that.
But we got a lot. It's gonna be a great year, fellas. You should be excited.
Yes,
Everybody should
sir.
be excited. And listen, have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. Enjoy this beautiful weather. And let's go
You're
Knicks.
the same, brother. And
Anthony,
let's go
likewise,
Knicks.
bro. Always a
You
pleasure,
bet.
man. We'll talk soon, bro. Be good. Enjoy the day.
Peace. Yes, sir.
Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony MSG was in the building. And he
Yes,
will be
sir.
in the building in these Knicks games. So if you come into the games, try to find him, check it out. Yo, he's definitely great people.
Oh yeah, Anthony's the man. Anthony's the man. So thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a little bit of a short show, but you know how we do, man. It's the Knicks Corner. You never
It
know
used
what's
to
coming
be
through.
this all the time, though. Lately, we've had longer shows, but it was originally the 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough to shut me up certain weeks.
Honestly, though, and I know we live on air, waxing it out, the 30 minutes, but during the season, a couple of shows during the week, I think we will be able to cover everything we need to do.
Yeah, spoiler alert for anybody that's still tuned in.
Ooh.
We're probably going to put the kibosh on the Saturday show for now and move it towards the week. Maybe a
Saturday in the off
little
season.
break. Yep, and yeah, in the off season next year, we'll come right back and kick it with you guys Saturdays. I think that worked well for the time being. So that's what it is. I know we got this week, we got next, and I think maybe one more week, and then we're on a hiatus for a couple weeks, where we'll come right back into the swing of things in the middle of the week, and start rocking with you guys. And like I said last week, I got a little something up my sleeve too. I was thinking of doing something to include all of y'all also, and give you guys a little bit of spotlight. So I'll put more of that out there. We'll talk, me and you, coach, we'll talk offline, you know that.
Of course.
And next Friday, man, we in the building.
We are in the building.
Yep. But in the meantime, tonight, 7:00, we got the Wizards in DC. So be sure to check that out.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to, honestly, seeing a lot of Obi, who's probably going to start with Randall
Yes.
being out, and
Yep.
Kevin, who, dude, okay,
Kevin.
I got to say this before we jump off air. Okay.
Dude.
My brother got mad at me the other day. Nick Central, my brother Alice B, because he feels like Kevin Knox is dead weight. And I can't jump on that. Number one, there's two reasons. Number one, honestly, Kevin ain't done yet. I just don't feel like Kevin is done yet. I feel like Kevin was looking to find where he fits last year, and I think he knows now. So I think every time he gets minutes, he's going to be effective in those minutes because he understands what his role is going to be and what he's being asked to do. Honestly, yeah, he came in garbage minutes in game one, but in those garbage minutes, he was playing hellified defense. He was actually like where he needs to be a lot of the time. And offensively, it helped him out. We're going to see what we're going to see from him tonight. And I feel like him being on our bench it just adds to our depth if he continues to progress. He's not somebody who I want to just chuck because right now we think he doesn't have a spot here.
Right.
Listen, his problem wasn't offense last season. He was actually offensively pretty all right. It was his defense. He kept getting beat. And in a Tibbs run system, he got to rely on you
like
defensively. That at least you're not going to fall asleep. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
As it's going. And I feel like this is Kevin's opportunity.
I agree with you to a certain extent. I look at it as like he's not 100% dead weight yet, right? When we still have guys on the bench, towards the end of it that are just hanging out there and aren't really going to be playing consistently anyway.
I mean, and at his position, other than Obi, we really don't have a solid big guy backup like that.
And so that's why I'm totally fine with keeping him where he is for now. You know what I'm saying? Because if we keep adding guys in front of him anyway, why not just have him hanging out there? And when he's ready, he knows the system, he knows the guys, and he's working towards it, whatever. I'm totally fine with it right now. I think down the line, say more towards the end of the season, if we haven't seen anything of a jump,
right, then we can box. But even then, we got to give some kind of footage to sell as a package.
And even that, it is what it is. I feel like we're deep enough where we could, whatever. You know what I mean?
Because a Randy old second-round pick, I don't think so. I'm sorry. I don't think so. I think this young man got more talent in him, and if we do that, we're selling ourselves short. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's going to garner a first-round pick or something like that, but if he shows himself and shows some promise, even if we can't use him and another team can, come on.
Well, I look at it like this. There's always more than one way to skin a cat, right? So exactly. So it's like he's not 100% wrong. You're not 100% wrong because we got to be somewhere in the middle. Anyway.
I mean, if we get rid of him early, like he's saying, he's like, we should trade him now. I'm like, nah, heck no, not now.
Well, if he gets traded, he's going to end up on the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? So,
Dallas Knicks.
And listen, I'm going to end this right. I'm going to end this right here. Right. I'm gonna go on my tip real quick because it boggles my mind to no other degree. I went on a rant a couple weeks ago about RJ Barrett and how people went a little bit nuts on him, right? But things have kind of quieted down on that front. And what I've been seeing lately is Knicks fans still on the Frank train. Like,
yes, talk to him.
Get the heck off. What are you doing? He's not a Knick no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to hear his name. Why worry about anybody else's team, man? Your team is the Knicks. That's it. If he ain't a Knick, that's it. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Yeah, that's great. That's cool. Salute. But we don't got to be showing footage, sharing footage, talking about this and that. And who gives a shit? He ain't on the team. You know what I'm saying? We got 15 other guys that we're concentrated on right now, and actually 17 because the season didn't start yet. So I mean, that's 16 other guys that you could be talking about that don't
are guys
with F and end in an N. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense, man.
Honestly, I don't have
you're making yourself look like I don't even know what word I want to put to it. I just think it's crazy, man. There's no reason to be talking about that, man. No more.
Period. I don't have nothing against
period, man.
I dig him.
Yo, go root for the Mavs then. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
he's not
how much of a fan are you if you're going to be talking about Frank? Get out of here, man.
On Nick threads talking about Frank and then getting mad at us for us telling him stop doing that.
Crazy, man. Go start another Fred. Go start another Frank.
Frankers want to stop. There's no such thing as Frankers and none of that anymore. It's done. And you're not going to turn Kevin Knox into that.
Nah,
we're not doing that.
And then listen, when Knox splits, peace. And that's it.
Peace. Got love for you. Same way for Bullock. I got love for Bullock. I ain't got nothing against Bullock.
Right, but I ain't
not a Knick right now.
Right.
Dude, I still dug Courtney Lee.
Yo,
Courtney Lee ain't a Knick right now.
Yo,
I got love for him though. I got love for Jamal Crawford. He ain't a Knick right now, but I got love for him.
Hell yeah.
But they're not Knicks, so they're not in my lexicon. We not talking about them. Danny, I'm so glad you said that because you guys,
oh man, I suck with the fingers.
Yeah,
There we
and
go.
I'm not gonna say this. I know we're live on simulcast and Spotify and stuff too, where y'all don't get to see
It's
these
a
words.
graphic with Bert and Ernie, and it says your opinions are ish. All right,
Yes.
that's what it
See,
says.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you did, so right
I
on.
got
Yeah,
you, bro.
and
I'm gonna
it's
get a
true.
little
Your
buzzer. You know what I'm saying?
opinions are YOAS.
I'm gonna get a buzzer, man. You ever heard of that the last Biggie freestyle when he was up at Hot and they got not up at Hot, up with Sway, and he's got the edit button. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, he's like, "Oh, this is my edit." The edit. I'm getting a button, bro, and we're gonna just be going off, and it's just gonna be and. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't with this no more, man. I can't.
See, and actually on Candid Corner, I actually made a whole segment called "Your Opinions Are Shit," where Mr. Lewis and I literally target something that we've heard that we adamantly disagree with, and then we air it out. So
Yo,
maybe
that's
we
what's
need to
up.
do that every once in a while here. That
That's
you
what's
might
up.
want to
Sometimes it's
incorporate,
needed, man. Sometimes it's needed.
because honestly, sometimes, guys,
And it's true. It's true, man. Listen, sometimes my opinions are shit. It
yeah,
don't really
mine
matter. You got
too.
to be able to take it. You know what I'm saying? But this one right
Sometimes
here,
we
any
all
free
great,
talk on the Nick thread, shit, peace.
but right.
That's it.
I mean,
Anyway.
anyway, don't waste our time with stuff that's not Knicks news.
Nah, man, jump out the window with that, man.
Bang bang. Yo,
Hey.
ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you once again. It's your main man, Danny B.
Coach Fi, we both in the building, and we about to be out though.
Look how we do
Well,
it.
next week, same time, same place, 33rd and 7th. You know what it is.
Bang bang.